Hi guys, welcome to Michelle James Designs or michelleJdesigns.com. Today I'm showing you guys how to make your own DIY Mercury glass vase using a spray paint. So we're starting with a glass vase from the dollar store and some painter's tape, and we're going to tape about 2/3 the way up, just like that. Now I'm taking my Krylon looking glass spray paint and I'm just going to start spraying this, but I want to have my water bottle handy because we're going to use that immediately after we spray it. So we're just going to start spraying the glass, and then we're going to spray a little bit, and then we're going to spray the water, and you'll be able to see it kind of breaking up the paint. And then we're going to add more paint and more water and keep going until the whole thing is covered. The water creates the drips and spots in the paint to make it look like mercury glass. It's really cool. So you just want to keep going with the paint and the water until you like what you have. I gave it a couple coats. Once I liked the look, then I just took a paper towel and kind of dried off the little droplets. And then I did it one more time. Good measure. So once it's all dry and it's looking pretty nice, then you're going to remove the painter's tape. And then this next step with the metal is completely optional. This vase I think looks really cute just like this, but I kind of wanted to add a little industrial touch to it. I like using metal and glass together when I can. So this is just another way that I could kind of jazz up this vase. So this is my metal, it's like a metal strapping, and I got it at the hardware store. So I put a link in the post. I can link to it in Amazon. It's not the exact same stuff, but it's very, very similar. So I'm just wrapping around to get the right size. And then I'm going to use my tin snips and cut that to size. There we go. And I'm just going to make sure it fits all the way around here and it's nice, even. Yep, you can barely see it, but it does come together in the back. Now I'm just using some jewelry tools that I have, and I'm just sort of bending the edges of the metal down a little bit so they don't stick up. I wouldn't want somebody to grab the vase and have a big piece of metal kind of hurt them. So my first thing that I tried here was using the E6000 glue. So I put it all over the back of the metal, and I really needed clamps or something to hold this on, but even then I'm not sure it would stay. So this was my first attempt. So I just decided I would kind of hold it around there and just hold it in place for a while until it set a little bit. But I know E6000 glue takes a really long time to really set. So I didn't want to sit there and hold it for 2 hours or whatever. So I decided then that I would just glue the very front part, and then I would add more glue, and it seems pretty secure, but as soon as I go to push it down, it popped right off. So I decided to scrap the glue altogether, and I'm using some wire, and I believe this is a 20 gauge wire, so it's fairly thin, and I'm just cutting myself a small piece of wire, and then it's hard to see, but I'm going to thread it through the 2 holes that are closest to the edge of the metal, and then I'm twisting in the wire, and I'm not going to trim those edges yet. I'm going to wait a little bit, but I'm just kind of bending it down a little bit so that it will be round and I can slip it onto the vase and push it down. So I wanted to go right to the edge of where my paint ended, just like that. So if you're not going to use any glue, then the next step you won't even have to do. But this step, I'm just tightening a little bit of the wire so that it's nice and snug. But I don't think it's going anywhere, it's pretty tight. Now I'm going to trim those edges of the little ends of the wire, and then I'm just kind of pushing them down so they're out of the way and not sticking out. There. Now I have glue stuck on mine, so I'm just using a razor blade and getting that extra glue off. If you don't use glue, you won't even have to do this part, so it saves a lot of time. And now that I have some residual glue, that I'm just going to use alcohol and remove that from the glass. Pretty. And this is how it turned out. So I really like the look of it. I like the metal on there. You could use any kind of metal banding that you can find. And I think that it really is, it's unique, it's different, and it's a fun technique. So I hope you guys will try this DIY Mercury glass look. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Please subscribe.